Hi, my name is Caitlin, and I'm the host of Behind the Charge, a video series where we're interviewing Electrify America employees to go behind the scenes. Today, we're talking with Rachael, who leads the real estate group at Electrify America. Rachael, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Caitlin. Thank you so much.
Could you start off by telling us a little bit about your position and how long you've been with the company?
I am the Senior Manager for Site Acquisition, Development and Strategy, and I've been with Electrify America for 3 years.
Could you start off by telling me how you originally got into real estate acquisition for Electrify America?
So I've been fortunate enough to spend my career in the EV charging infrastructure industry. And when I first joined Electrify America, it was originally for a position that we determined pretty quickly didn't need to exist. And I was very excited to have the opportunity to take over our real estate strategy, to work with landlords and much better understand the commercial real estate space, being able to talk about the infrastructure from my experience.
Can you tell me about the process? How do you choose a location for where to develop an Electrify America charging station?
That's a great question, Caitlin, because we really want these stations to be utilised. We want them to make a difference for EV drivers, not only for the ones of today, but also the ones of tomorrow. So we really think about, where is this infrastructure going to be utilised? Where are the drivers in those areas driving to? And then within those areas, can we find locations that have retail, that meet our technical feasibility requirements? They're close to power and they can actually dedicate enough space that we need to.
Can you tell me how you approach negotiations with landowners in areas where it's more difficult to secure space?
Yeah, it can definitely be harder for us to acquire locations in metropolitan, downtown, dense urban cities versus perhaps on a highway. We have overcome that because of our site hosts that really want us to be there. We've really been fortunate that our landlords are excited about this infrastructure serving their customers and have been as flexible as we could possibly wish for in making sure that we can get into those locations.
So you've been to so many different Electrify America charging stations all over the United States. Is there one that you think is the most beautiful?
Most beautiful would probably be Ontario Mills in Southern California, which isn't really an obvious choice when we are in a lot of locations on highways that are next to the desert or have wildlife behind them. But I actually had a really beautiful experience at this charging station. Right after it opened, I was there with my colleagues and we caught these photos of the dispensers just as the sun was setting. And it was these beautiful shades of pink and orange, and there was no smog in LA. And it probably was one of the nicest moments that I've had at our charging station.
What has been your proudest moment working for Electrify America?
My proudest moment working for this company was probably when we launched our 100th site in California. That was such a milestone that was contributed to by every single team. I don't think that there's anybody in the organization that wasn't a part of getting us to 100 sites in the state of California. And I feel grateful to be a part of this group when we make those massive steps towards building out this network and doing it at such a fast pace.
Rachael, thank you so much for your time and for welcoming us into your home. This has been Behind the Charge. I'm Caitlin, and I will see you all next time.